Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, I'm going to give you 2 signs of how you know that you're definitely blocking your manifestation. I know, we don't really want to hear about this. We don't want to hear that we're in charge of, it not coming to us, but it's the truth. We can get in our own way. The first sign that you know that you are in your own way is the fact that you're not persistent enough. You are giving up too soon. Or maybe you're thinking of one manifestation and then all of a sudden you're thinking of another one and you're kind of like squirrel brain. And it's okay to manifest multiple things, but we have to be consistent with our vibrational practices. And when we are going to sleep at night, one of the tips I tell my clients is when you are going to sleep, you are planting seeds in your subconscious. And you can do this throughout the day. You can do this right before you go to bed. But right before you go to bed, your subconscious is super open and it's super prime for the seeds that you want to plant. So this is technically really the best time to do this, but you can do it any time of day. My recommendation is pick one manifestation and for 5 to maybe 10 days, I want you to be consistent and I want you to plant the seed every single night before you go to bed. Spend 5 minutes saying the manifestation out loud. Why am I the guy or girl who received $10,000 out of nowhere so effortlessly, and the universe keeps continuously bringing me more money and I don't have to do anything for it? Pick a statement that works for you, say it in a question format, and be persistent. Do not give up after 2 to 3 days. Okay, you're planting a seed. You have to literally put the seed in the dirt, water it, and then wait. So these 5 to 10 days, that's you consciously taking the seed, putting it in the dirt, watering it, covering it back up, and just allowing it to grow and allowing the universe to then bring you your desire. So the first sign that you are blocking your manifestation is you are not doing this practice. You're not consistently planting the seed for multiple days in a row. Sometimes manifestations do come in when you think about it once and you have zero resistance. The universe can bring those manifestations really, really fast. But other ones, if your body is not fully safe with the idea of whatever you're manifesting, maybe it feels out of reach. Maybe it's too big for your brain and your heart to really understand, like, oh my gosh, am I worthy of having this thing? That's something you need practice with. You have to be persistent and don't give up. Okay. All right. The second sign that you are in your own way is you are hyper focused on your feelings, your emotions, and you're really trying to force this thing to come in by trying to feel good all the time. Yes, we want to work on our vibration. We want to feel good. We want to eat healthy food. We want to work out. We want to put ourselves on the dance floor with the universe, but you can still receive desires when you don't feel good. Back in January, I received $25,000. And the 3 weeks prior to that, I felt this constricted energy. My guides and angels were like, Michelle, you need to stop working. So I stopped work for 3 weeks. I did all these different routines. I went to a yoga class, which I never normally do. I went to a cold plunge and a sauna. It was like a Russian spa. It was really cool. And you hop back and forth to the hot and to the cold, the hot and cold. Was doing all of these things to kind of help myself feel better because I felt so terrible. I literally was doing things I've never done before because that's how bad I felt. And sometimes that's part of the manifestation process. You're meant to feel that constricted, tight energy because right before you give birth, what does a mother go through? She goes through contractions, she goes through all of that pain, and then she gets her rainbow at the end. She gets this beautiful baby. So remember that good things usually come after times when you're not feeling good. So my advice to you is don't be so frantic as I was during that time. I was like, oh no, I don't want to consistently not feel good because then I'll consistently manifest situations that are not good. Instead, I should have just allowed it. Michelle, you feel tight, you feel constricted, you don't want to work, you just want to sleep, you actually feel sick. Just let yourself feel that way. Okay. So allow. You can still receive desires and not feel amazing. And a lot of times you actually don't feel amazing, and that's when it drops in. So I would like to encourage you to lean into that discomfort and be like, all right, this is kind of painful, but I deep down know that something is coming, and I'm just going to relax in this discomfort and know that it's okay, it's temporary, and it will pass. And the bigger the manifestation, the longer you might feel that way. So if it's been weeks and months and you're just like, oh, I just feel like I'm on this loop, embrace it. When you resist it, it persists even longer. But when you allow it, you'll see the pattern of how quickly it moves out, and you move into that new energy with the new rebirth, the new manifestation, and then you can track it. For me, it was 3 weeks, but that's the longest I had ever felt that poorly. I'm usually somebody who takes pride in how good I feel all the time, and I don't let too many things rock me, and I just have a really grounded energy. And people always say, Michelle, do you ever get in a bad mood? And I didn't always used to be like this until I spiritually awakened and understood the true meaning of the ego and why we feel the way we do and the stories that we tell ourselves. But sometimes we just don't feel good. And I didn't feel good in December. I didn't want to sit on Zoom with anybody. I wanted to seclude and just be by myself and sleep. So I did it. And I was kind of like searching, thinking, all right, I need to make change in my life because I'm not happy, because I felt depressed. I literally felt depressed. That's why I was taking the yoga class. That's why I was doing all these things to help relieve my suffering. But looking back, now I know I don't need to squirm as much. I didn't need to do all those things. I could have just rested in my apartment and been fine. And the money probably still would have come. So don't let these two signs get the best of you. Be consistent, plant your seeds every single night, and just commit to it. It's like a workout. You're just going to say, all right, if I really want this thing, then I'm going to take 5 minutes every single night and I'm going to think about it. Consciously think about it. I'm going to imagine the thing coming into my life and not hold on to that outcome and just be really, really open. But what if you just consistently did this for 5 to 10 days? Watch what happens. It's amazing. I swear. I did it in December. I imagined somebody writing me a check, and I think I did 50,000. I think I did 50,000. Then I went bigger and did 1 million. But I ended up getting a check. Literally, somebody handed me a check for $25,000. So this works. Don't get in your own way. Be persistent. Plant the seeds and know that it's okay to not feel good. Don't resist the not feeling good. Allow it to be there. All right, lovies, if you need help in your journey, everything's in the description box below. I am sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.